Time to get this play-in game started as the 7th and 8th seeds clash here tonight. And tonight we've got the Memphis Grizzlies playing against the Golden State Warriors here in Chase Center. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. You look at Golden State, and a win here keeps them at that 7th seed.
And avoiding an even scarier prospect in the subsequent game. The loser there eliminated from playoff participation, so a lot is riding on this outcome. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And so it's Memphis with it. And it's Morant missing. Now, here's Moody. Curry looking it over. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Well, the D has to pressure Curry at all times. You can't let him shake free for a jumper.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Well, of course, they're concerned about the dynamic Ja Morant. Coach told me the plan is simple. Make things as hard as they can on Ja on both ends of the floor. Make him work on defense, and by crunch time, maybe we can tire him just a little bit. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And he makes the first. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Now, here's Curry. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Now, here's Moody. He's tightly guarded. On the wing, Green. Podziemski with it. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
Well, that's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Now here's Morant outside Jackson. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Back to Morant. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Butler against Jackson. Look at that.
Oh, Jimmy, that was impressive.
Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Bain. Back to Morant. Sinks the three-pointer. Morant's got 7 points.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Curry. Last game out, 36 points for him. Back to Butler. And here is Moody. Shot clock at 6. Pulls up on the wing. And the rejection by Jackson. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Morant left side. Green with the block.
I like the extension there from Draymond Green, reaching out and timing that one.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Free throw good, Moody. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Morant. 7 points in the game. Outside Jackson. Pass to Wells. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Bain, no good.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Good work there as it goes.
And Butler just taking that motion right through contact.
Morant against Curry. Floats one. Another shot. And he lays it up and in.
And you know what? He doesn't mind getting his hands dirty when it comes to really fighting on the backboard.
Not only fighting on the boards, he's converting, and not just on the putback. It's been a great start for him.
Now, here's Moody. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Here's Curry. From deep three-point territory, Edey with the rebound.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
So you're saying that he's out there right now protesting in some form or fashion?
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus.
It's like reading a picture book for Morant. He makes it look insanely easy.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Different look here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Kuminga comes in for Moses Moody. Gary Payton is checked in for Brandon Bajemski. And Hield subbed in for Stephen Curry. Memphis also making some changes. Santi Aldama comes in for Jackson. And it's Kennard in for Wells. Warriors trail by 7. Pass to Jackson-Davis. Back to Hield. Outside Butler. Looking to end the run. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Opportunistic score there from Jimmy Butler. Sees the lane, fills the lane.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Guys, thanks. Well, Jimmy Butler is in the 5th stop of his NBA career. He'd been in a standoff with the Heat as they hesitated to extend him at the number he desired. He knew there's going to be someone willing to pay up. And guys, I'm very interested to see how Butler fits in his new opportunity.
We'll continue to track that story. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Ruff's jacked in, and Jaren Jackson subbed in for Kennard. And the shot goes in. Butler's got 8 points.
Now, if Butler can't get into the paint, he's got some offensive options. He has the touch from the mid-range.
Pippen feeling it out a bit. Pass to Huff. Pippen outside. Puts up a deep three. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight. Well, some smarts there on that play, changing his shot in the air so he could avoid the defense. Can't fault him for the creativity.
Now, here's Pippen. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. There's a screen by Aldama to the paint, and Aldama slams it in.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Here's Butler. The Grizzlies making the shot. On the wing, Payton. Golden State moving it around. Here's Jackson Davis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And that one falls for Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis hits them both. Now Jackson. There's the 3. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And welcome for the second quarter of this critical play-in game. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Curry against Pippen. Payton kicks to Curry. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Curry's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Warriors. Pippen against Curry. Inside, here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, has probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Pippen. Kennard against Hield. Now here's Jackson. Shoots over Kuminga. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Pippen against Curry. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Outside, Payton. Down low, there's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Memphis leading by 3. Jackson setting the pick here for Kennard. And Jackson throws it down hard.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Now here's Hield. Still yet to score. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Huff.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pippen, the pass to Jackson. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Pajemski's coming in for Hield, then for the Grizzlies. Wells, he's checked in for Santi Aldama. And it's Bain in for Kennard. Outside, Kuminga. Over Jackson. Kuminga, no good.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 6. Pass to Pippen. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound. And good that time. And now a 7-point Grizzly lead.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Kuminga against Jackson. Ball's knocked loose. Pippen with the steal. Lays it in off the breakaway. Pippen's got the lead up to 9 now for the Grizzlies. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc said, "I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me." Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, DA. Thank you. And the Warriors with some changes. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Kuminga. Moody's subbed in for Payton. Then for the Grizzlies, Santi Aldama comes in for Jackson. And it's Morant in for Pippen. Now here's Butler. He's got 8. Brent, would you say the point guard is considered the toughest position to play in basketball?
You know, Kevin, I think there's been a massive shift in what the point guard represents in the NBA game. I mean, how many teams over the past couple years that have won championships have played with a traditional setup guard? What we're looking at is duos that can dribble, pass, and shoot and devastate defenses.
And he can't get the first one. And Jimmy Butler put together, Brent, one of the all-time playoff runs, leading the Heat to the finals in 2023.
Yeah, you don't want to live in or dwell on the past, but man, Miami being the 8th seed that year, Kevin, and with Jimmy putting up 38 a game in that first round against the Bucks. Guy earned the MVP of the Eastern Conference Finals. What a run. Butler gives you so much toughness and determination. This guy can really impact what the culture of your team is all about.
Here's Huff. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. And Morant gets it to go. And it's 9 points for Ja Morant.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Here's Curry. Curry gets it to go inside.
Well, you give Curry a point-blank shot. That's just too easy.
Memphis leading by 8. Pass to Huff. Bain kicks to Morant. Offline with his 3. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. And it's Curry at the elbow. Outside Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
A little show of power from Jimmy Butler up there on the rim.
The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Pass to Wells. Back to Morant. The Warriors pull it in. Butler passes to Moody. Fires from deep. Hits it from three-point range. Moody's got 5 points so far.
Well, because he's such a good scorer, people don't always talk about Jimmy Butler, the playmaker.
1:22 left to play in the first half. There's the pick. Shot from 12. The kick out to Bain. Pass to Aldama. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Wells, defended by Moody. Drills it from outside. Wells has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Butler feeling out of it. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Steph, perfection from the arc.
On another level, Curry is totally ready to duel this one out from the three-point line.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's stolen by Curry. Morant with the steal. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 11 points in the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And here is Curry. 9 points in the game so far. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Clearly a foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And he knocks down the first one. So both teams changing it up here. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
You could tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
It'll count. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Memphis out in front. They're up by 3 and will return shortly.
Watching them on the offensive end, they did a great job moving that basketball. There's no surprise in those assist totals, how they reflect.
Looking at this series, thanks for spending half.
Hi, everyone. Glad to have you back for third quarter action of the play-in game. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
And, guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Curry against Morant. No good. That would have tied it.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Jackson. Podziemski grabs the board. Warriors trail by 3. And for such a young player, Brandon Podziemski has a mature game.
Well, Kevin, his intellect out on the floor, I think, is at an elite level. Brandon does such a good job of hovering around the basket to get rebounds. He advances the ball with the pass. He's driving and always looking for angles. So this is an advantage-created player, and Brandon does a great job of that.
Now Morant, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Jackson gets the bucket.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Outside Butler. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Here's Curry. It's deflected. Now here's Wells. Defended by Moody. And Butler sends it back.
And Butler, really, he's a two-way terror. I mean, that's the only way to say it, sending that one back.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
No good on the free throw.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player in the league than Ja Morant. He explodes off the floor.
Can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
That's a strange trip because typically he's pretty much money from there.
And that one's good by Butler.
And Butler giving you the full buffet of the things he can do.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Outside Jackson. Curry against Morant. Sweet move. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Warriors trail by 7. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Green kicks to Butler. Green with a screen for Butler. Off target with his three.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now here's Jackson. 11 points in the game. Morant right side. 6 to shoot. Fires the three. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Butler. The shot missing. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. And the dunk by Jackson.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Now here's Butler. He's got 13. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Butler's got 15 points.
Butler making that one count. He's so patient offensively.
Morant against Curry. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got his 4th rebound in this one. Green finds Butler. And it's Podziemski in the corner. In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Outside for Curry. And he's good on the 3-ball. And now just a 4-point Memphis lead.
So fast off the catch, Curry sometimes downright impossible to guard.
Outside, Bain. Back to Morant. Makes it off the glass. 16 points for John Morant.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
Green with a screen on Morant. Curry is inside. Guarded by Morant. Bain against Curry. They kick it out to Green. Out of hand on it. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Gary Payton is checked in for the Warriors. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Santi Aldama's checked in for Wells. Here's Curry. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
This is just not a surprise. Steph Curry is having a massive offensive game.
Morant finds Bain. Jackson against Butler. Jackson, that's good. Jackson's got 15 points.
Yeah, he is sneaky at the rim, lays it in against heavy pressure.
Curry passes to Payton. Back to Curry. Butler sets a screen for Curry. It's rebounded by Memphis. They've led by as much as 10. Bain looking around. Morant against Curry. Here's Edey. Great look there, but off target. Warriors trail by 6. Payton passes to Green. Here's Butler. Clock at 6. And he drives in. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Jimmy B doing his work there, challenging in the lane.
Pass to Edey. Butler against Jackson. Now Morant. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And some changes here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Buddy Hield in for Curry. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Huff's jacked in, and it's Luke Kennard in for Bain. And here are the Warriors now. 4-point game. Outside Butler. It's hauled in by Huff. Huff's got 5 rebounds tonight. Aldama with the ball. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Then for 3. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Golden State's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Here's Podziemski, guarded by Pippen. Back to Butler. A fader. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Grizzlies lead by 2. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And how about a look now at our assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And we're back. A lot on the line for this play-in game with 1 quarter left to go. Bain against Hield. Outside, Bain. Wells sets the pick for Bain. Warriors with the rebound.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Oh!
Yeah. Buddy Hield, used to him shooting, that time soaring.
Now, here's Pippen. Pass to Huff. Back to Pippen. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Outside Curry. Top of the key jumper, no good.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
I'm not sure, but that could be a game-changing miss. He wanted that bad.
Here's Huff. Here's Bain. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bain seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
First free throw is good. Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski's coming in for Hield. And Bain drops them both. Warriors trail by 4. Pass to Looney. Payton outside. Kuminga down low. Aldama's there. Kuminga kicks to Payton. 5 on the clock. And the dunk by Payton.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And so here's Memphis. The Warriors making the shot. Pippen. Nice defense from Kuminga. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. To the inside, and he dunks it down.
And Looney able to stick with it that time, even getting roughed up a bit.
Edey's checked in for Memphis. Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Grizzlies. Outside Jackson, pass to Pippen. Jackson setting the pick here for Pippen. And the dunk by Jackson.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Now here's Kuminga. Looney with it. Here's Curry with the 3. Hey, that one is the 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
I mean, just so easy for Curry to get that 3 off. Beautiful shot.
Kuminga against Jackson. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pass to Edey. Wells with it, covered by Payton. Puts up a deep 3. Pippen, no luck. The Warriors leading. Outside Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Payton surveying the floor. And it's Kuminga that time on the assist from Payton. Kuminga's got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors. The Grizzlies call timeout. All right, Brent, quickly. First thing that comes to your mind when you think of Jonathan Kuminga.
Physicality, Kevin. I mean, this guy is so dominant athletically that Jonathan Kuminga is a presence out on the floor. He continues to put himself into situations where he can put his body on guys and play fearlessly. His game is going to continue to grow.
And the Warriors with some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. Jimmy Butler comes in for Kuminga. And it's Moses Moody in for Gary Payton. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Morant comes in for Pippen. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. Well, during the break, I was able to catch what the Grizzlies coach was talking about with his team. He told the players, you guys are too talented to be playing this lackadaisical. Push the ball up the floor, get out on the break, and get to the fast break. Guys, we'll see if they can get it done.
Okay, David, thanks.
And that's a player with no fear. Jackson steps to the forefront, goes out and gets them a massive bucket.
Now here's Curry. Green with a screen on Bane. Here's Podziemski, guarded by Bane. Great D that time from Bane. Morant outside. And Morant throws it down.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Pass to Moody. Butler against Jackson. Green with a screen on Jackson. Here's Butler. That shot off. Some solid defense there from Jackson. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Bane passes to Jackson. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
A big night for Jackson so far. He's a talented scorer and only getting better.
Pass to Podziemski. Butler with the ball from deep. And the Warriors miss again. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Grizzlies.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
And he does get the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Curry goes inside. Butler on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And they get it. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Jackson misses. And here we go. It's Butler. Here's Podziemski. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, this guy, Jimmy Butler, not showing that he's a ball stopper. Awareness, finds the open man.
Here's Morant. Plays it up and banks it in. Morant's got 10 points in just the second half.
A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
Now here's Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. Good! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
The Grizzlies call timeout. Curry against Morant. It falls!
And you want to prevent Ja from driving to the rim, but you got to also contest him at the mid-range and just hope it doesn't go in.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Butler finds Curry. And here is Moody. To the middle. Low block shot. Yes! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
All those weapons, and Draymond Green ends up being the guy hurting you. What a huge shot.
The Grizzlies call timeout. Now Morant. Great D that time from Green. Pass to Podziemski. Back to Moody. Curry against Morant. Left side Curry. Here's Podziemski. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's get this overtime session of what has been a competitive play-in game underway. Here's Morant. Pass to Wells. Morant kicks to Jackson. Back to Morant. Now Bain. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Bain's got the first points here in the overtime period for Memphis. Butler, a screen on Morant. Pass to Butler. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The pump fake can still be used. This just in. And Butler with a great up fake to keep the defense off balance.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Now here's Wells. Defended by Moody. Bain gets rebounded by Golden State. Curry's got his 4th rebound in this one. Green in the post. Guarded by Morant. And Green gets it to go.
Well, Draymond's energy, guess what? It's here. It's in the game right now, and he's attacking.
Morant against Curry. Morant passes to Wells. Off target from outside. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Curry with the bounce pass. Pass to Butler. To take the lead. A miss that time would have put him up.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
To the wing on the left. Here's Edey, guarded by Green. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Curry. Outside Butler. Green, the screen to the inside. Just 5 on the clock. Yes!
Time and time again, Butler just making the right play.
Here's Morant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
To the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Curry against Morant. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
You know he's going to have the ball, and then you feel he's going to come through. He did it there.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
Yeah, how about the bucket to tie with the lead just all over him? The free throw to give them the lead, just a fantastic play all around.
The Grizzlies call timeout. Morant against Curry. With some arc. Money!
And that was all Morant. Aware of the defense, figuring out how to get to his spot.
Here's Curry. And here's Morant. Six to shoot. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
That last one was a difference maker. It pushed it from a 2-point lead to 3.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
And here are the Warriors now. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough, because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
The Grizzlies call timeout. Morant outside. Jackson has the open look. Misses the tray. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. And we'll be back with you right after this. And welcome back, everyone, to overtime and what's been a classic play-in game. Morant with it. Outside Jackson. Morant drives in. And then Morant slams it in.
Focus there from Morant. He just takes them all on and stays locked in on the basket.
Now, here's Moody. Not a lot of room. Here's Curry with the 3. And the Warriors miss again. Memphis leading. Driving inside. Wells wide open. Nailed from three-point land.
High high-level passer. Even for a point guard, Morant shows the imagination.
Curry against Morant. Outside Curry. Butler in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Here's Curry. 2 on the clock. Here's Podziemski. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. On the wing, Bain. He's defended by Podziemski. Now here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And what a show Morant is putting on. Every time he touches the ball, you feel like he's going to score.
It's Curry outside. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Pass to Jackson.
And between his footwork and height, Jackson is a tough matchup for defenders. Here he takes full advantage and draws the foul.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game. Warriors shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Here's Curry. Curry crashes inside.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Here's Morant. Green with the block. They recover it. Wells kicks to Morant. Pass to Edey. Wells with it. Takes a 3. Podziemski grabs the board.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Curry's shot is off. Curry against Morant. Intercepted.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
And he commits the intentional foul.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Team sport. Shooting for Memphis has been Bain. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
Timeout called the Warriors. They trail by 6. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, act fast, but without mistakes.
Curry outside. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Love the play there on the inbound. The defense lost contact with him, and he knocks down the triple.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're trailing by 4. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
Pass to Moody. Puts up a 3. The shot that time not on target. And what a huge win for the Memphis Grizzlies. And how huge is it to come in here for this play-in tournament game and deliver? They have secured their spot in round 1 of the NBA postseason.
Well, and as the 7th seed, they felt like they should be in the playoffs. They came out, played like they did all season, and showed why they deserved that spot.
And that'll wrap this one up. No shortage of excitement here in the play-in tournament. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Ja Morant.